Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Shadowrun. We haven't played in a long time because of a vast variety of reasons that I don't even remember at this point.
There's a blizzard outside.
Is it Jeff Kaplan's blizzard?
I don't think so, but if it is, he should take it away.
Fucking, I hope your internet doesn't go out.
I don't think it will. We have underground internet.
Ooh,
I got an ice storm where I am.
it's fucking the internet underground. It's super fucking cool. It's actually raining outside where I am, so
It's just snowing here. It's normal.
get on my level, boys.
Meanwhile, it's like 30 degrees Celsius in Australia.
It's probably raining missiles where Donovan lives.
Dude, it's like 35 Celsius here.
Yeah, that's
It's
it's pretty nice.
It's -2 here.
It's like body.
Because you live in a desert.
No, but I mean, 35 Celsius in the desert is okay because it's not fucking humid.
All
as
those
shit.
burning tires can't be helping.
Wait, what?
Oh, you didn't hear that? How Palestine was burning a bunch of tires so that a bunch of Hamas people can get inside?
There's some weird shit's going on. Anyway, we're gonna go into a fictional world where there is no fucking impending World War III and the fucking doom, and maybe this episode will never be uploaded to fucking YouTube because the world's gonna be dead fucking tomorrow. Maybe when you're watching this episode, the world is going to end, so my voice will be the last thing you hear.
That's sad.
Oh, fuck me, man. This is like the whole end of the world thing is.
Now, are you actually feeling up to actually hosting it if it's really that end of the world scenario going on for you?
Pardon, what?
Can you actually host a game session if this end of the world scenario is really pushing it that hard?
Well, as long as the fucking internet doesn't give out, I'm pretty sure I can host a game session. Yeah, so also, you know, this is going on. Yeah, this is what you're doing here is called Bug Job. The client is Monsieur Martin, your fixer is Gerard, you know, the guy who works for the Volry in some capacity. And that's all you know. Also, yeah, it will be accompanied, is in a special notes of the job, which, whatever the fuck that means. You certainly don't know what that means. Yeah. So, you've been sent to a place you've never met Gerard. Actually, he just sent you a message telling you that you're supposed to go and find the Lounge Royale in downtown Paris. Finding this place has proven a little difficult as it is located in the backest of back alleys, in a backyard, and down a flight of stairs. The brown plastic sign bolted onto the metal door might as well have the word maintenance beveled into it, but it says Lounge Royale, which is where you want to go. Surprisingly, the inside is decorated like a palace. Neo-Moorish archways and patronage provides a fitting backdrop for a pan-African mix of masks, rugs, paintings, and sculptures. Heavy indigo draperies provide privacy in over a dozen booths, otherwise only separated by thin walls. The air is heavy with a variety of aggressively sweet smells, ranging from strawberries to chocolate to overripe mango. A tall, dark-skinned concierge greets all of you. Bonjour, messieurs. How may I help you today?
We're here regarding the job.
What job is this referring to?
I will open up my info link. I will. The job for Monsieur Martin.
Ah, yes, of course. Please do follow me. And he leads you through this. It's really quite labyrinthian place where you can't really see into the booths. Like sometimes there's little slits where you can look into the place, but you can't really recognize anyone that's inside. If anyone wants to do anything before he actually leads you to the boss, you just have to say so. So the concierge opens a. Please don't move your fucking tokens.
Okay.
It gives me OCD. It doesn't. The concierge opens a heavy. The concierge opens a heavy door to a VIP back room, which isn't designated as such. You just assume that this is a VIP back room, where an immensely overweight man sits on a throne-like chair that is almost entirely hidden under the mass of his body. He wears a colourful kaftan decorated with elaborate pattern stitchings and small gemstones. There is a tray resting on his belly, from which he is currently eating a gigantic steak. Like, this is as big as your head.
This guy's name Count Harkonnen by any chance?
No, he's black.
Oh shit.
Sitting around the fat man are several people, most of them humans, but also some dwarves, taking drabs from a lavishly embellished hookah, the smoke of which smells like apple and caramel. It's so sweet that it always makes you gag. Konstantin and Vladimir both give me a perception roll.
Okay.
Yeah, great. You smell something that's very familiar to you is being masked by this hookah smell, but you're not entirely sure what it is. Jesus Christ! You're not entirely certain what it is, but you know that this is something that you know very well, and it's not something that you should be smelling in here, right? There's something odd about all of them, and it is immediately apparent. What? None of them have normal body proportions. They're either overweight, extremely thin, or malformed in some other way. Some of them are completely mummed, mostly in Bedouin attire, and the ones who are not seem unhealthy in some way. The fat man greets you with a grin on his face. A good day to you, my friends. Would you care for some steak? And I'm going to pull up his token.
All I can hear is the, do you know the way?
He doesn't ask you if you know the way.
Oh god, that face.
Oh god.
Oh god, guys, it's time to oil up. We found our master.
So what? They're corpses?
Well, you're not sure. The guy just offered you steak, by the way.
I unfortunately have to refuse. I am highly allergic to, well, most things.
Yes, I can see that. You must be, well, we are practically cousins, are we not?
Oh, he's a ghoul.
Understandable, of course, but unavoidable as well. Krieg, I'm gonna guess that I smell corpses.
Well, Constantine smells corpses. You didn't.
They're ghouls!
I think my character is smart enough.
I mean, at this point, you know. I mean, this is pretty obvious that these people are ghouls.
It's not that
Like, it's
hard.
pretty obvious to all of you.
I can literally just look at their auras and just go, oh, yeah.
You have to roll the arcane side for that.
Well,
yeah,
not really.
Sure.
Vampires are OP. Fuck this shit.
You could do the same thing. It's a magic user thing.
Yeah, it's literally just the thing that magic users do. You can look at basic auras.
I mean, if you want to deconstruct something, or if you want to ascend, or if you want to filter auras, or find something out, then I'd have you roll. But just looking for auras, or if you're a physical adept and want to look for auras, I'd also have you roll, because
Yeah. Or you can literally just pay, what is it, like 300 nuyen for an astral camera?
wait, that shit exists.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't sense their key. They must be androids.
Like it's actually like seeing stuff in the astral is actually super cheap. Like I can get goggles that can just show me the astral the way a magic user uses it for like 3,000 nuyen.
Absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Did you not know this? It's in the book.
No, it says in the fucking Shadowrun book that the astral side isn't even seeing, really. It's more of a feeling.
No, the fact that they have items that are.
Yeah, this is what irritates me. How are the rules so fucking contradictory?
Then
No,
again,
no. It's no. There's flavor and then there's the rules.
Yeah, well, I'm doing flavor, my dudes. This
I
is
know.
Flavor
I
Town
think
here.
I read the camera is actually kind of shitty compared to like an actual mage. like
Yeah,
seeing.
but it's a thing. It exists. It's shitty, but it's a thing.
It's like a potato.
Potatoes are awesome.
Because like a mage, he'll fly around and he can see into souls, and you need to look through this tiny window on this device to see into the astral, and you can't move around really.
Yeah.
Just- Like you can see, but it's not the level of what a mage would see.
Okay, well, I can, I'm just writing a short story right now where the main character is a mage, and so I'm fucking irritated.
It's funny. The item is actually just a VHS tape recorder, like the ghost hunters use.
Well, yeah, the guy has, he just, let's go back to the conversation. Go off with your steak. Donovan refuses the steak, and now he's looking at the three of you and saying, maybe you want to eat some steak.
I always eat before a job.
I already had lunch.
I usually don't eat before a job.
You are wise men indeed. Well, why are you here for?
Well, there was a
we're-
job listing.
We're here regarding the mission for Monsieur Martin. We come from our fixer Gerard. We were told that there is a job called, and that we will be accompanied for that job.
Yes, indeed, you will be accompanied for that job. By me. Well, not really by me, but he gestures to a dark corner of the room, and a small spy drone with a speaker system installed flies out. I will be watching your progress as you do as I ask you. In this town, there is a man called Pierre de la Porte. He is a very, very high-level executive with a media corporation. I want you to go into his house and bug the place. He gestures over to a huge, like a bag of small wiretapping devices and shit, and like bugs that you can just install easily in like places. I want you to put these not bugs like ants, like bugging to like little microphones that you put in places.
Why not?
I thought this was an insect spirit job. Fuck this. I'm out.
I fucking knew you guys were gonna think that. No, this is a surveillance mission.
We've been bamboozled.
I'm reporting you to the extranet for false advertisement, buddy. Misleading. I'm out.
Is this on Craigslist reviews? Bad seller. Won't buy from again. Yeah,
We're
basically.
literally the group of Shadowrunners that prefers to deal with insect shamans over actually doing a normal mission.
Apparently that's the world we live in now.
Like, demons, insect shamans, monstrosities, like fucking cyber drakes. Oh, we can do that. Oh, a subtle mission where we just need to put some bugging devices? Nah, man, nah.
No, because we're gonna find out something and it gets screwed over again.
Stealth is optional.
Yeah, now, the most important part about the job for me personally is always the payment. How much is the payment?
That is a good question. I think I will have it be dependent on the success of your mission.
Just gonna look at him, gonna look to my companions, gonna look back at him. Very well. Will we be receiving a down payment at the very least? As you can probably understand, such a thing is necessary in this field of work, as working without guarantees is unwise in this business.
You are talking a little quietly.
Nonetheless, we will need an upfront deposit. Surely you understand that without that, it is simply taking a risk that we cannot take. While I do believe you are a trustworthy client, nonetheless, we'll still need an upfront minimum deposit.
Yes, I can, I maybe can do 500 new yen each. He has this shit-eating grin on his face.
2,000. I think you know full well our reputation for getting the job done by now.
Ah, I have never worked with you before. I may consider you a cousin, but... Very well. It shall be 2,000 yen.
Very good. The job shall be done
Each.
to completion.
Yeah, he waves the guy over and he hands you cred sticks. Like he loads 2,000 yen on the cred sticks and he gives them to you.
Swanky.
This man, Pierre Delaporte, he is most of the time he is in Toulouse, where Mirando Media has its primary headquarters. I think you would say this. He is most of the time he is not in Paris, but how do you say? Right now he should not be in Paris. In La Défense, I will give you a marker on map. He seems to be having a sort of weird episode where it almost looks like he's having a stroke, but he's still maintaining his faculties. And he takes a bite of the steak, and it goes clear again. It's like his eyes refocus on you, and he no longer seems like he's having a stroke at this moment in time.
I must ask, what is the security about the facility, if you at least know that?
It is provided by Lone Star Security.
Any specific systems upon the house itself that we should be aware of?
It is quite secure. No, but seriously, can you please move your mouth to the mic completely?
I mean more something along the lines of drones, spirits, anything like that.
Well, they have very high-level security there. There will be probably spirits, there will be probably drones, there will be probably a man spider, you know, who is in the building you overlook the whole situation. It is very high security. I can provide limited help, assistance if you ask. I will be with you through the entire mission. I have contacts, but you will have to devise an action plan for yourselves.
Is it important if the mission is quiet or loud? Can we do it loudly, pretend like it is a simple robbery while we perform the actual objective?
Well, he mulls it over for a moment. It would be much preferred if you did not do this quietly. If you did do this quietly, because Monsieur Delaporte might get suspicious if it was a kind of robbery and nothing was stolen.
Oh, we would steal if we were to make it look like a robbery. We shall keep that as a plan B in case we get detected.
Yes.
Now, why do you say he shouldn't be there and not he won't be there?
Well, he won't be there. He is in Toulouse. I have good sources. He says he's in Toulouse.
All right.
Time to go to the planning board then.
Okay, now please, this is for members only. If you need anything, I will be with you throughout the entire mission. The drone just springs to life and zips around.
I must ask, are you jacked into it directly at the moment?
There's a bloke next to him who's he seems like an actual rigger, and he has he shows him like a screen of the drone's camera feed. Like the guy isn't wired up at all.
Yeah. That makes a lot more sense.
He has to eat his steak, man.
Understandable.
So yeah, basically he shows you the door.
Very well. Anyone unhappy with the conditions we received?
I think they're all right.
We got a down payment, so it's not a waste of our time.
Okay.
We know about the security, so I don't see any problems.
Okay, well then, time for all of you to go to the fucking planning board and check what's gonna happen.
Okay. Do we want to do this quiet or do we want to do it loud?
I think we're gonna get more pay if we do it quietly.
Yes, but between spirits and drones, what's the layout? Like, what floor is this building?
So this is like it's a pretty large apartment complex. It's like a glass and steel type building, which was modern a couple years ago, but now is almost classical at this point in the 2070s. It still looks it's still clean, all that. Security seems top notch. There are patrolling spirits with there are other kinds of wage mages, hermetics. There are a few drones, not a lot of them.
What security zone type?
This is in La Défense, so it's the highest security zone.
AAA, 1 minute, less than 1 minute response time then.
Pretty much. Also, I mean, they are in the building, and you will have to go to the 10th floor. It's, I mean, I'm gonna just assume that you're running that you're observing the place, and it does seem like there's not too many, like there's not enough security personnel to cover all floors. But other than that, it's pretty secure.
Is there any security on the top floor or the roof?
The top floor is actually the 30th floor. It's not like you go into the 10th, the top security is on the 30th. And, I mean, yeah, there's always a couple blokes up there. Probably, smoking cigarettes or something.
Stupid idea coming here. What if we just scale the building to the 10th floor, cut the glass, plant it, and get out?
Not that simple. There will be evidence left.
True.
The best way to get in would actually be to, what's it called? To actually have false IDs.
We know a lady who can arrange that.
That is exceedingly expensive and it will go out of our pocket.
Oof. Do we know of the people living there?
I mean, it's pretty much all executives and, like, rich people.
Yeah, but it looks.
Pardon, what? It looks?
Yeah, the looks of the people. Is there any way we can imitate them?
I mean, they're all, they're snappy dresses. Many of them wear business suits or like the latest fashionable clothing. A lot of them are elves, but there are some. Most of them are humans. And then there's a lot of elves, and then there's some other metatypes also. Like, all metatypes do live in this building, but the vast majority.
This is located in La Défense, right?
Yep, in the area where the riches of the rich live, basically in Paris. Well, basically, no, but actually, it's like the corporate sector.
Yeah.
Of Paris.
Versailles is the richest of the rich.
Yeah,
right?
like this is like the corporate place.
Okay, is it in the middle next to the paddles and wares, or? Next to
I'm gonna
the-
actually open this map for myself so people can see it on the situation.
I don't think you actually ever showed the map on the screen.
I actually did last session. I know this because I did this. And
What was the area called again?
It's La Défense. It's in the north. It's this sort of area that is
Above Clichy.
what?
Above Clichy, which is the place where we usually hang out in.
Yeah, exactly. It's like exactly north of Clichy. It's it's this thing that's completely engulfed by the Seine. It's like by the river near Clichy actually. It's like on the other side of the river from where the treasure chest is.
So where is this apartment building located?
You see in Clichy, the place that has the treasure chest?
Yep.
It's on the other side of the river.
Literally just under. I mean, it's the apartment building itself.
That's the apartment building itself, yeah.
Okay.
It's like a 30-story tower overlooking the river. View's
the
quite
Comet-
nice.
The Comet apartment complex.
No. This is the Comet is a completely different thing. No, it's literally right by the river. It's not on the map. It's just that's where it is.
Yeah. It's just right across the chest. Very well.
Yeah.
So the first question is, how do we get inside the building?
Good question.
Anyone got any stupid ideas?
We know of any people that work for this individual, like people like cleaners, stuff like that. People who work the apartment.
Well, you could get to know some.
How about we just key the place first? Just observe it from a safe distance and see their daily operations for one day.
Okay. The bloke, the drone says, I was hoping this would go faster. Why are you taking this much time? Cannot wait a day. Just go in there. Steal the thing. I thought you were Shadowrunners.
You said you wanted the operation to be done quietly so that he does not suspect of anything.
Yes, but where is your competence? I will let you do it, as you are the experts at the end of the day, but I don't like it.
Experts, quotation marks.
We're gonna look at the team and I'm gonna just look at them and just gonna go, guys.
What are we doing?
Do we just go in?
I guess
No.
if we need to.
No.
It just sounds like a
Absolutely not.
suicide. It just sounds like suicide at that point.
Yeah.
I have heightened invocation too. If we can get somebody, we can probably, I don't know, charm one of them or something.
Could we just one of the cleaners just drop into the clothing basket and just hide their way in?
It's gotta be a big clothing basket.
Yeah, but
Are you calling us fat?
all right. So I might be able to then unlock the doors from the inside.
Do we just walk in there like we own the place and hope for the best?
I don't see any
I'm
other
ju-
way, really.
Actually, I as the GM, I'm gonna say that that's not a good idea. Because this is like they can see that you're probably not people who live there.
All right, we're gonna steal some fancy suits and we're
Hey,
gonna walk in
my
there.
suit was fancy when I got it.
Yeah, but it's
Actually,
not
no, it
fancy
wasn't.
anymore, is it?
Didn't you
No.
steal it literally off a dead guy?
Yes.
Like a dead guy in a funeral home before he was buried, you stole his suit.
He's naked now.
I don't judge where you get your clothes.
From the store.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thrift store. Oh!
Actually,
Ayo.
I'm actually, all things considered, I'm actually wearing very quality clothing.
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
allergy proof, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Allergy. Yes. All the fucking dust and pollen, my dude, it's killing me.
The pollen.
I mean, we can try something. I
No,
mean,
you had a good approach earlier. It's just that the guy complains because he's a fucking asshole.
Alright.
Very
Wait,
well.
what were we doing before he?
We key the place. We observe the location. We see who comes in and out, basically.
So first of all,
We
you
observe
notice.
the operation.
Yeah, first of all, you notice that there's not quite enough personnel for a building this size, but that could be easily explained by the fact that they're pretty much in like one of the highest security areas of all of Paris, and there's a Lone Star station down the road. So they could be there in full force, like in a minute or less, no problem.
What if we cause a distraction somewhere else?
Guys. A minute is like 10 rounds. We got this.
Well, here's the thing, right? If you cause a distraction somewhere else, Lone Star people are going to deal with that distraction, and the Lone Star people at this station aren't going to do shit because there's a lot of Lone Star in this area. Also, if you zoom out of the map and you look at the island shape to the north, like this red
Yeah,
long thing, that's a huge garrison of the Lone Star people.
So
I'm
guys,
not-
this might be overkill, but we can technically hire a bomb maker from the fucking underground and set up a series of IEDs across the city that go off at the same time. That will be a distraction, right?
I mean, you could do that. Might be difficult, but you could do it.
Constantine is against that.
I'm for the idea, but it will come out of our pocket, so I'll have to say no.
Well,
We killed somebody last time. I don't want to do that again.
no, look. We can convince the person to give us a discount.
A 100% discount?
We could theoretically convince the bomb crafter to give us a discount.
I'm gonna eat some Tic Tacs.
We're gonna need such a large quantity of bombs that a single bomb maker can supply it.
That's like when you buy huge amounts of product, that kind of discount.
More like, please do this. Or-
Bombs are us.
No. I'm just gonna look at your character. I'm just gonna. I can be very convincing, Julius.
That's the thing. We don't want you to be too convincing that he might die and not be able to make any bombs.
Oh, he won't die.
Why would we make a distraction of a bunch of bombs everywhere anyways? That would take way too long, and it's gonna cause nothing but trouble, especially if it gets traced back to us.
Just gonna give it a laugh and say because it's entertaining.
Yes, but it's against my character, so yeah, I'm not doing that. If you do that, I'm out.
Fine. You're no fun. Fine.
I'm role-playing here. I'm taking this seriously.
Didn't your people like spread plagues and things?
Actually, we try to fight back plagues. Thank you very much.
We'll put that idea on the shelf for now, but
No, when the necromancer is preaching to me about morality, that's when I'm starting to question things.
Hey, I eventually put them back in the grave.
Literally, you do not have the moral high ground. You are a vampire blood mage who kills people for fun.
Hey, I can.
You try to feed Andy's head to a crab. You have no high ground.
No.
You have nothing. You are in quicksand, sir. You sink.
No, I can pretend to have high ground.
I have the
And
high
it doesn't
ground
pretend well.
I am not the villain. I am the good guy. I'm not the baddie.
Said Hitler in his final moments.
Does the guy who is kind of rushing us do something to interrupt this bickering?
Oh no, he seems very amused.
It's only civilians.
Oh, it's only a group of people that had nothing to do with this.
One dies eventually, but okay. You guys seem to be against planned collateral damage.
I'm going to inadvertently kill someone again, aren't I?
Okay, so Krieg, after a day of observing this place, what do we know other than that? Like, what are the utility staff on this place?
So there is actually enough utility staff for the place. There's almost as much utility staff as there is security staff. Interestingly enough, all of them are orcs.
Huh.
Wow, racist.
Yes.
Could that be
Exactly.
security backup?
They're all, except for one bloke who's a troll. So it's still racist, really. Yeah, they're all
Also, it's
orcs.
diverse.
But they do have a 50-50 gender ratio, so you know, it's like they seem to be mostly cleaning people. They're a subcontracted company. that you have seen their overalls before in other places in the city. They're like a fairly large company in Paris that does cleaning.
But what about the non-binary or trolls? Do they have proper representation?
There are
No.
no non-binary trolls. Trolls are very definitive people.
No, you know what I love? I love the fact that it says in the lore that it's like trolls are assumed to be, less smart, but there's no scientific proof of it. And then you look at the stats in the book: trolls -2 int.
There's your fucking proof right there.
Yep.
Put a little correctness in our textbooks.
Yeah, but that's why we're playing Open Legend. We don't need no stats.
Shadowrun is very woke. It's a very woke game.
So as woke as anything coming out of White Wolf.
Oof. So yeah, this is like there's a fairly big company that does that. Other than that, the doorman is not a Lone Star bloke, but like he's an elf. Who's a very, very refined bloke who apparently speaks 3 different languages fluently. Like he speaks French, he speaks German,
How do we know
he
that?
speaks English.
How do I know that?
Magic.
Because you've
We
been observing.
literally spent an entire day just.
He could just be remembering specific phrases.
But he seems to be like there seem to be a lot of executives like also like the executives, the people that live here. Don't seem like they come from a single company. This isn't like a company building where you have only one company. They're executives who are just wealthy. And they seem to come from several different corporations. And so you have Germans, you have people who speak English, you have French people. Though you're not certain about this, but you think that there might be a lot of Zeta-Krupp executives in here in this place. But the guy whose apartment you want to buck is not Zeta-Krupp, of course.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's the
Do we have building plans of the?
fuck? What is the term? It's not rules, but something else. What's the rules about visiting?
What?
Like, what's the rule about getting in? Are visitors allowed?
This isn't a prison. This is an apartment building.
No, yeah, but like some apartment buildings have like those little door things, and you have to like buzz the thing and say like, "Yeah, I'm here to see so and so," and then they clear that up, and then you're in.
I mean, yeah, of course, you go to the doorman, and he says, "Hey, I'm here to." I mean, if you don't know where they live already, you could just go through the elevator and just go up. Doorman might stop you, but you haven't really seen. I mean, you think it's a possibility. You go through the front door, the doorman's going to see you, but if you just go through there, like you belong there and you know where you're going, I mean, presumably he's just going to let you go.
Do we have blueprints of the building?
No. But all floors seem to be cut in a similar fashion.
Is there a basement?
Yes, there is actually a 2-level parking garage.
Is there a sign that says so and so lives at this floor on this room?
You know on which floor and on which room he lives. Pierre de la Porte.
Do we know the camera situations in the hallways on the actual floors?
No. You know that there are cameras in the hallways.
Is there a coffee machine in the lobby?
No. Why would there be a coffee
guys,
machine in the lobby?
This is a terrible place, guys. This doesn't have a lobby. It doesn't have like a couch or anything with a television for people to watch.
Is there at least
Yeah,
a shoe
no,
polisher?
dude, you asked for a coffee machine. There is a couch. There are 2 couches. They're very good couches. Very comfortable.
But there's no coffee machine that makes hot chocolate. 2 out of 10.
I mean,
They didn't even try.
The doorman probably has access to something like that.
No, the doorman makes the coffee and hot chocolate on the spot.
But how does he
surely.
keep the guard watch to make sure none of the shifty people get in?
I mean, there's still security personnel all over the fucking site. There is literally a Lone Star, a big old Lone Star bloke, sometimes also a dwarf, standing also right by the front door on the outside.
Is he checking people's cars and shit before getting in, or no?
No, he's he sometimes nods to them, and he sometimes even opens the door for them.
Okay.
Can't we just borrow a car, go to the parking garage, take the elevator up, plant the thing, get back out?
Guys, just going in and bluffing our way through everything is the the most viable strat, if I'm honest.
Since,
Alright. I
since
don't have much on influence though, so
No, not to influence, just straight up deception.
I don't have anything on that either.
we're just gonna have to roleplay then.
I have a little bit. It's not the best though.
You can actually, you can't really get into the parking garage with a car if you don't have like a pass that to get in there, but you can go on foot. It's no problem.
Alright. What about bicycles?
And
We're
the
very economic.
well, you could
We're
probably
very
fit a bicycle
ecologically conservative.
past that. It's probably possible. The cleaning people have like vans who go in there.
We're gonna steal a cleaning van.
We can rent a cleaning van.
But that costs money.
Yeah, but that's what you ask that's why you always ask for a deposit. So that you don't
True.
lose money on a job.
Alright, so if we get a cleaner van, we can pretty easily get inside. The one problem is that we're not trolls or orcs.
That's true.
Where is the room of the cleaning staff? Or like where do they usually reside in?
You can't actually see where they have their rooms. You haven't been in the building.
Cleaning staff, do they only take care of the building or also inside of the apartments?
They probably only take care of the building. There are sometimes people who look like they carry cleaning equipment who also enter. So presumably those are people hired by the residents of the apartments or the owners who actually clean them.
God damn it, it goes by real world logic.
Can't think of anything here.
I think that Donovan's idea of blowing everything up might actually work.
We're
We-
I
gonna
don't think it
crash,
will.
we're gonna crash
gonna-
this mission with no survivors. Come on.
I don't think it will. It's going to take too long. We'll have to like encompass so many areas, and like I said, my character's against it, and you as a doctor should be against it.
I got an
I
idea.
mean, I don't see any possible way, another way.
Do no harm.
No,
I got an idea
It's
that
not a hypocritic.
He's a doctor.
It's not an oath. It's more of a
So
suggestion.
let the stuntman speak, okay?
we don't need to cause mass chaos. We just need to block the road that the main road Lone Star's going to use to buy us time.
So basically the quai de Docteur Dervaux.
Like we could use a garbage truck or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but there are multiple ways, and we're going to
How
need a lot of
about-
garbage trucks.
How about we go in, we do our best to try to do it quietly. If it gets noisy, it gets noisy, and then we have a 1 minute window to get in and get out.
Yeah, but if you get out, you're still going to be in the middle of La Défense. Well, you're going to be right by the river, but, you know.
We're going to dive into the river and swim away.
Sustenance. I can breathe underwater, bitch.
I can't. Yeah.
I can. I have sustenance. Fuck you.
Truly, such support.
All right, we're gonna rent a boat.
Which you
Like, I could probably give sustenance with my heightened vocation to like everybody. Let's try that.
Krieg, how much for a spray can of fucking black spray and red spray?
That would like 10 million total.
Are you a graffiti artist now?
Okay, I'm gonna buy 2 of them, like 1 black, 1 red.
I have 5 pumpkin
what is-
grenades.
This is not a Banksy mission.
I have my reasons for buying this.
Okay.
I think I know what he's going to do.
I have 5 pumpkin grenades, guys, and he's gonna make the van look like the A-team truck.
Are there jetpacks?
How much damage does my pumpkin grenades do exactly?
And it depends on how high you roll. Literally, how every type of damage in this
I
entire
mean, like
game works.
environmentally. Like environmental damage. It's like just
It's literally the same answer.
Yes, literally the same answer.
okay. I thought there was like
No.
a fixed explosion but all right.
No, no,
What do you think this is, Shadowrun?
Yeah, no. This is not Shadowrun. This is not the game where you throw a grenade and then it's like, okay, guys, we're just gonna do the math for the next 25.
Speaking of, how much money did I make on my selling of dolls and rum? I upped my quality to 3.
I don't know. I can't just make these calculations on the fly. I don't even know why you want to make this a fucking The Guild 2 type business simulation. I'll look.
I'll have
into
you
this.
know that I like role playing that aspect. Screw you.
All right, have we found your class?
Wait, no, this is great. I actually have a product, and if this is a business place, I can go in under the pretense that I'm trying to like make a business with somebody to sell my rum.
Creepy white guy in a creepy white guy in blackface selling dolls.
It's not blackface. It's a white bone mask. I stopped painting.
Maybe
It's
me
the
and the
skull
stunt,
of a black man.
me and the stuntman might be able to sell the rum.
Oh shit! I just realized your character is the embodiment of cultural appropriation.
Pretty much.
No, it's Creole. Fuck you. White men can be voodoo people. This isn't the Stone Age where it's yabba dabba, spear, point.
Oh god.
Hey,
Isn't
my
invitation
name's
just a service?
Andy. Not Andy. That's a poor choice of name for in the context. Hello, my name's James, and I'm a voodoo priest.
Oh god.
I got this cane here, a Miller Lite, and I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna transport some bodies in my pickup truck.
Redneck voodoo guy would be like an amazing character. I should have done that.
No,
It would've been.
Redneck necromancer.
Yes.
Oh god.
The red necromancer.
I summoned the spirits of my ancestors, the Confederate Army, to fight in my place.
Holy shit! They deal extra damage against orcs and trolls.
Wah, bah, wah.
He has a field where he just keeps rezzing corpses just
I
to...
summoned the KKK.
Oh god.
With their fucking
Oh my
ghost outfits.
My
I
totem,
summoned the Grand Wizard before me to take on all y'all.
no. My totem is the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
No. My totem is... God, oh, fuck. What was that, General Jackson? General Jackson, was it?
General Matisse.
Ah!
I'm gonna have to put a limiter on the audio track in this session.
My ears are kind of bleeding now.
No longer speaking of the red necromancer. What's your actual plan?
I don't know, but I didn't get to make the joke about having a bunch of black zombies
The
picking
business
my
venture
yard.
aspect isn't entirely terrible, but there is a chance that he'll go no solicitors.
But I'm not a solicitor. I'm here to make a business proposition.
No.
So you're a solicitor.
No, I'm not selling anything right now. I'm working on making myself go corporate.
No. We literally go in and we're like, who are you guys? We're here to meet Mr. Johnson.
We're here to deliver rum and rum accessories.
No.
No. Literally walk in. We're here to see Mr. Johnson at Stickor Business. Do you really want to ask more questions?
Yeah, it could work.
And you are a blood mage, so you can probably get advantage on that.
I mean, if you want to try that and want to commit to it.
And I'm a necromancer. I sell zombie parts and zombie part accessories.
This might be the best choice we have.
Just walk in straight. Don't even lie. We're Shadowrunners. You really want to stop us? Is your salary really worth it, son? What's more valuable?
Oh, that's right. I can animate shit. But I don't want to know if I do that right now.
Sometimes the best disguise is to hide in plain sight.
I should just create a zombie that just walks up to them and slaps them in the face, and this Benny Hill theme music plays.
I don't think that would do anything.
They will if it's annoying enough.
We're gonna become businessmen then.
Guys, let's go to the parking garage in like a shitty hired van and try to get to the floor using an elevator.
We're the A-team. We were hired by a corporate entity in this corporation, and under confidentiality agreements, we can't say who they are, but you better stay out of our way.
If anybody asks, we're the Ghostbusters. And this is Shadowrun, so that's a legit job.
So you're just taking like any truck, any van?
We don't have a rigger.
No, but you know how you can get into the seat of a vehicle and take control of the wheel and then put your feet on the things down below?
Yeah, but we don't have the keys.
If you rent a van, you're gonna get the fucking keys.
But if we rent a van, that can be traced back to us.
Just hotwire a car. It's not that hard.
I should buy a van.
Because
Actually-
that of course could not be tracked back to you.
I'll be honest, stealing cars in Shadowrun is exceedingly cancer.
Also, you really don't have a rigger, and you also don't have a decker, which is this is like the biggest weak point of this roster. That the only rigger was literally killed.
Okay,
by
what
you
if
people.
I actually... One second, let me figure out what that book is.
You can just rent a shitty van. Like Creek, how expensive is a shitty van?
Okay, so what if I
It's
make a
like 500
Christine?
million, if you want to do it black and also with discretion.
What if I make a Christine?
A what now?
A Christine, you know, the living car that's possessed by a ghost. What if I do that with a car? Can I do that?
What the fuck? What?
Stephen King book, Christine.
You're gonna possess a car.
You know,
Yes!
just a car. That's fucking also a ghost. Just
Christine is a car possessed by a ghost. I can do that.
All right, you possess the car, but what after that?
Christine is a horror novel written by Stephen King, published in 1983. It tells the story of a 1958 Plymouth Fury apparently possessed by supernatural forces. I can do that. I can possess a car with supernatural forces to do my bidding.
Yeah, but why?
So that we can just steal a car that way.
Yeah, but this is like... It's not how technology works in Shadowrun. You can't do that. I'm sorry.
We're gonna steal an old car.
You tried. You tried.
This would be so awesome. We would have a pet car that can actually do things on its own. What do we call for it?
Yeah, you could do...
No,
If you
DM.
get the
DM,
companion
he's
feed and you can get that car.
No, DM. He's summoning the machine spirit.
I have animate. I animate the car with the spirits of the dead.
You're not a technomancer.
But it's right there. I could. This isn't fun anymore, guys.
I mean, he should be able to reanimate anything.
No,
I can
no,
animate the
literally,
car to
that's
do
in
what
the
I
rules that
want.
he can't.
I'll drive with my stuntman background.
Yeah, you should be a really good driver, but what kind of car are you actually getting?
Let's
Muscle
rent
car.
a-
Like
Dukes
for
of Hazzard.
500 million, you can get like a van,
Do we
like
actually get a car?
like a shitty van where all of you fit in. It doesn't even have any windows except for like the things in the front, and also
Is it a soccer mom van?
it's
No.
it's tax free. It's like it's not like a soccer mom van. It's like a free candy van. Is that kind of van, and also
Okay, can we spray free candy on the side?
and also discretion guaranteed.
Guys. We're just putting Humanus stickers on the back.
No, I'm gonna spray free rum on the back.
No. Humanus stickers on the back.
Let's just put Clinton Foundation on the back.
Can we just rent the car and then customize it later?
I mean, Humanus isn't very popular anywhere in France. Just to point this out.
I know it isn't.
Like even in like the circles where they think, well, meta-humans are a bit stupid. Even they are not too fond of Humanus.
Humanus is literally the fucking KKK. No, they're worse than the KKK.
I don't know. I kind of like Humanus.
Really? Unironically.
No, I don't.
Like I did not know that Constantine was this woke.
No, I actually one of my secrets in my backstory is that I had a bad moment with a metahuman. So
Oof. Why do I not know this?
On the page, it should be.
Oh, okay, then I just forgot. Ha. Yeah. So you want to rent this van?
Yes.
Okay. You
Yeah.
now.
Can we get it in blue?
It is blue.
Can it be sky blue?
It's midnight blue.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I don't want a refund.
Okay, I'm gonna pay the cash for this. It's fine.
I was gonna ask for midnight blue, but I knew that you wouldn't give it to me, so I asked for sky blue. I tricked you. I win.
Vladimir is feeling happy today, so he's gonna pay for the rent, and he's gonna ask for John Woo to drive it for us.
All right, I shall.
John Woo, it's pretty average traffic for Paris, so your stuntman skills are definitely required. Yeah, as you don't have to drive very far. I mean, I presume you got this car in Clichy.
So wait, is there like a bench thing in the back for Constantine and the dwarf to sit?
Like there's
I would be
enough.
sitting.
There's
I'd
enough
be in the
seats.
shotgun seat.
This isn't a mini. This is like a.
We're sitting on the floor.
Yeah, it's like a storage van. Like there's like 2 front seats, and then there's like a whole bunch of stuff in the back, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, then
No,
there's
there are actually more seats in the back. It's like more like a Mercedes Sprinter.
Okay.
Do they have cushions in the back?
It's excellently cushioned. It's really you're surprised that you got this cheap car has cushions that are this nice.
It's not gonna be nice after the mission, I can tell you that much.
You drive up
holes.
to this apartment building, and you could now drive down to the thing, to the parking garage.
All right.
So do you do that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There is there's a what's the thing called where that goes up and down that lets cars pass?
Gate.
Yeah, exactly, a gate. And next to it is a little computer, and it asks you for your card.
We don't have a card.
That is accurate.
Is it an automated system?
Yes.
Just put the car on the side of the road and we walk there.
You are literally standing in front of the gate, like other people can't.
We lost our card. How unfortunate. Can we ask the guy behind us? There's a guy behind us, isn't there?
No.
Is there like a call button?
There is a call button.
Let's call them.
Okay. Beep.
There's a moment where in French they say, "Please wait while we are connecting you," and then there's a bloke that goes, "Oui."
Oh.
We are here to see Mr. Johnson.
I'm sorry, English not very good for me. What are you here for?
Nous sommes ici pour voir Mr. Johnson.
I don't actually speak French, so. I don't.
You destroyed the illusion.
I don't know why. Why are you parked in for I can see camera with your car? You have to just put in car, just go drive through. You can go see Mr. Whatever.
We don't
lost
have
our card.
Yeah.
What do you mean lost your car?
We mean we
Lost
don't
our goddamn card. Can
You
put
hear
us
a
through?
faint chuckle in the background from the drone. What do you mean lost your card? You just you put card in and then you open the gate.
We no longer have the card.
So go get the card.
Remind me where the hell we get the card, because we received it from Mr. Johnson.
Oh, you oh perdu. Ah, I understand. You lost it. Well, you have to, I think, go building administration.
Ah, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Have a good day.
No, please,
Yes.
you can back, but please, it's illegal, but do please make. Because I think other people want to enter later.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We gotta go to building administration.
Yeah, you have no idea where that is, by the way.
Where is it?
It's the fucking elf at the entrance, isn't it?
I mean, he's no longer on the line, so...
Time to go to the main entrance and ask where's the building and administration.
No, it's the building administration is probably the elf at the entrance.
Okay, let me mind dredge one of the guards and I'll know.
Okay, which one of the guards do you want to mind dredge?
I'm kidding. That was just a joke Constantine made.
You could have done that.
Yeah, but doesn't that make them angry?
It might. Yeah. What do you do now?
I mean, I guess we could.
You rolled still in the
ask.
car, by the way.
Did we just go ultimate bravery and just enter the building?
Are there any parking spots on the street?
Well, you know, there is one place where you might get in, but only might. You'll have to make a roll for it.
And that place is.
So you'll have to, if you want to get in there, yeah, you'll have to make an agility roll.
What is this place?
It's a parking spot.
So we're gonna have to park the car.
Yes, this is Paris, man. This is like a part of the adventure.
All right. Who has the highest agility?
Make the agility roll.
I'm driving, so I'll make the agility roll.
Yeah, you can add your bonus with the stuntman skills.
That's what, a 2?
If you have stuntman too, yeah.
This is truly the best timeline.
Hold on, I'm looking. Professional stunt work. Advantage 1, okay. And select, and...
Oh, you parked the car perfectly.
Nice.
Yay.
In fact, someone said that you just slid directly into it, like just perpendicular.
There's a slight applause of people seeing that amazing parking.
Yeah, it's like... Beautiful, I have never seen such good parking.
Yay.
Yeah.
Homeless guy offers to wash the windshield with a clean rag.
Yeah, you've now parked the car. You are all ready to go. You're practically right in front of the building.
All right.
Time to go and ask where the building administration is.
Alright. Well, we can just walk in now, so let's go.
The security guard at the door, he frowns as you pass him. And he sort of moves behind you to sort of be ready to do something. And the concierge behind the desk immediately goes, excusez-moi, messieurs, baguette fromage, Charles de Gaulle?
Did you actually just say baguette fromage?
No, I'm trying to sound French. I don't actually speak French.
Cheese baguette. Oh, yes, please.
Sorry to all the French people, this is super racist, but if you wanted to join this campaign and actually play a French person, because this Shadowrun campaign set in Paris doesn't have a single French person in it, and if you actually know French, and you want to maybe come in here and
give me
speak
the
French, you could
baguette of
also
cheese.
possibly join the campaign still.
But Craig, if they joined, they would retreat immediately.
If they survived watching the campaign until this episode, come on, they're gonna fucking do it.
I'm taking the baguette of cheese.
Is there actually a cheese baguette on the desk?
No. Basically, the guy is...
Then why did she offer me that?
He didn't. The guy is talking to you in French.
Yes, and he said baguette of cheese, and I understand that, and I want it.
You speak Cajun French, though. It's different. You think...
But fromage is still cheese, even in the Cajun.
No, in Cajun French, cheese is a frimage. It's completely different etymology. It actually comes from the English word fringe, because it's only the people on the fringes of society were allowed to eat cheese at that point. So
which is why I want the cheese.
What about baguette?
There is no baguette! Jesus Christ!
But he said baguette!
No, he didn't. That's
Forget fromage! I want my cheese
That's,
baguette.
Alright,
that's
alright,
what you
I can
understand.
This campaign is nothing but lies!
Alright, I can excuse the cheese, but he clearly said baguette.
No, he didn't.
We
did.
have you. Are you gonna edit the baguette part out just to be right?
Yes. No, I don't put that much work into this. This is a very low effort endeavor.
So everyone who actually watches this, type that we are over the baguette.
You're not getting any fucking baguettes. Actually,
Just
You know what?
baguette.
You know what? You need to
why
roll a
did this-
deception roll, mister. You need to roll a deception roll, because I think there is a baguette, and you're just trying to hide it.
I can roll a deception roll.
Watch, this will be a nat 20.
See, 50. I won.
You cheated!
Yeah, I'm the GM. I can cheat.
This isn't fair. I'm not playing with you guys anymore.
Hold on.
Hold on. Let's see. Perception. Nope, I believe him.
Wow!
See, he matched.
Actually,
we get it.
Vladimir, you speak French, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Ask him where the baguette is.
So you actually understand what he's saying, and he's asking what do you gentlemen want in here?
We want the baguette.
Baguette fromage.
We're here to meet our client. Is there an issue?
No, I'm here for the baguette. Screw you.
Yeah, we're here for the baguette. No, this is personal.
No, but seriously, are your characters saying that?
Well, he offered.
We're sticking with the seeing Mr. Johnson thing. So yeah, we are here
Fine.
to see.
Don't say
Mr.
straight up
Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, but our client.
I mean, John Woo's the driver, and he gets like 3 votes out of that. So
I don't think that's how that works.
no, it's absolutely how that works. If you're the designated driver, you get majority vote.
So he responds and he goes like, I don't know who your client is. You can't just waltz in here like that, looking like you do. Right? No disrespect, right? But fucking, come on. Like, clearly you don't fucking live here, he says without the swearing.
I'm just gonna look at him.
Well, actually, he would say it with the swearing because he's French.
If I may, Monsieur,
What's wrong with the way I dress?
you do understand that we're very serious people, and we have very serious work.
But you look like you're wearing costumes. You don't look like very serious people to me.
I'll have you know, lady, that I've brought back plenty of dead people, and I've also saved plenty of lives.
This is a dude, and also
He looks like a lady.
he did
Dude looks like a lady.
no.
It's
And he
a-
looks at you very strangely, and he moves to the desk, and he looks over to the security guard after you've said that.
I'm just gonna state to him, Monsieur, this is Aztecor business. Please do not interfere. This is an internal corporate matter.
Okay, give him an intimidation roll.
Very
With
well.
advantage.
And in order to actually get the necessary benefits, I shall explain. I shall show him some of my magical aptitude by kind of levitating a little rune in the air, explaining to him that we are very serious people.
God, I am so lucky I didn't think of strapping my
Thank-
pumpkin grenades to me and saying, "Nobody move, or I blow the place up."
I said intimidation, my dude.
It is intimidation, Creek, because of your legendary skills.
Well, what skill did you use right there?
Monstrous presence.
Okay, I will let that pass. The bloke goes, okay. Listen, but be very, very discreet here, please. And
This is
he
Aztecor business. Discreet is what we do.
and he hushes away the security guard, and he points you at the elevator door and demonstratively looks at something very important on his desk.
and take a swig of rum. I'm just putting that in there. That's just what Constantine does.
Life mumble about the baguette.
The baguette is a lie.
The advantage of bullshitting that you're an Aztecorp employee by being a blood mage, though.
And they're in the elevator. The drone erupts into laughter. I have to say I am very impressed with this. You are actually professionals.
Why, thank you.
Let us press the button for the 10th floor, which is the one we need, right?
Yes. The elevator, it goes up. It halts on the 5th floor, and two elderly. Well, it's not elderly. It's more like middle-aged elderly women in sort of mink coats go in there, and they look at you, but they enter anyway because they seem like the kind of people who own the world, but they don't turn their backs to you. They just look at you. And they're talking to each other quietly.
Good evening.
Constantine winks.
Well, this is really not good. These people. They hit they. You see one of them inkling closer to the emergency button.
I'm just gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, "Don't mind my companion. We are still after quite a party, and some of the recreational substances are still wearing off. I apologize in his name."
They seem absolutely appalled at what you're saying, and inkle further to the thing, to the emergency button.
Please don't.
Ladies, please.
I'm gonna look at the drone and I'm gonna say, "Is there a camera in the elevator?"
The drone, basically the drone shrugs and goes, "I do not know. Maybe not. I am not tech expert."
Ladies, I apologize. I was just having a bit of fun. Don't worry.
Do I see any cameras or anything of the sort, DM?
There is actually a camera right above you. Yes.
Quite lovely. I'm just gonna look at the two women and say, "There is no need to worry. There is no need at all. I assure you."
Constantine just kind of like steps away from them for a bit to relax against the opposite corner.
The elevator's not that big.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Wait, so there's four of us and the drone above.
DM, I shall ready in action that if they actually press the alarm button, I shall go ahead and attempt to charm them.
I mean, one of them is actually reaching out for the alarm button right now.
Okay, then I will cast it.
Okay, roll.
Yeah, give me a moment. I'm just making sure what kind of roll it is. I'm gonna use 2 legend points, multi-target both of them. Does it pass?
It does pass. I mean, these are like rich women.
They're old, rich people. They don't have much in the way of will.
Yeah.
Everything is absolutely fine. There is no need to worry.
There's a hazy expression in the women's eyes. Hazy expression, Jesus Christ. And they seem to sort of phase out there for a moment. And then the door just opens and they walk out. Door closes. Elevator ascends to the 10th floor. Door opens.
Nobody seems to like me.
Well, that could be because of your culture of maybe one does not play with the dead. The dead have their own business.
Now that's racist, my good sir.
I think you are the racist here.
No, you're the racist.
What is this political debate? No, you.
No, just dude, no counter. Just say that his mom is gay. He's gonna be defeated.
Your mom gay. Your dad lesbian.
Yeah, then I hear from him saying, "I ate my mom."
No. It's the year 2017. Memes come in a cycle. It's fine.
Oh, it's like that's really racist. Like I do good work. I help people, man.
Wait.
Fine.
I have a
fuck
question. I have a question regarding the meme economy. What's the value of a vintage meme?
I think.
Depends on the.
Well, seeing as the Matrix crashed twice, vintage memes are very, very high value.
Post your vampire peppies now.
Well, those are actually illegal. Like they were banned in the entire world.
The Pepe is actually a black market item. DM,
You black.
DM, what's the Newian value of a Pepe?
A black market pepper. Depends on how rare it is.
Shit, like okay. Let's say I have a pretty I have the antimatter galactic pyramid Pepe. How much can I get for that?
I like 25% of Cederkop's fucking stock.
Holy shit!
The antimatter Pepe is the rarest Pepe. No, the rarest Pepe of them all is the Pepe that the one guy drew on a piece of paper while his eyes were closed and then buried. If you had that one, that would get you the whole of Cederkrop.
I just realized something. Because this is Shadowrun and magic is real, that means that meme magic is real. And thus Pepe magic is real.
No, it means that Pepe was actually Kek,
Yes, it's... Wait.
the Egyptian god of chaos.
No. The Kek totem. The
Egyptian god of chaos.
So just for the record, right, like, because I kind of, it may not seem like it, but I actually am kind of serious about this shit. So,
Meme magic, or...
even though a Kek totem would be hilarious, I won't allow anyone to have a fucking Kek totem in this game because...
we're getting a fucking Kek totem.
It's a real god!
No, Kek is not a real god.
Yes, it is!
It's too powerful.
It's a real Egyptian god of chaos.
No, it's just too powerful is the reason.
it's OP. It's OP totem.
Yeah, it's just an OP totem. It would unbalance the game too much.
Yeah, that's exactly the reason.
It gives us reality manipulation on galactic scales.
Ridiculous and stupid.
What's the power of the Pepe Shaman? He just decides what his dice roll?
Basically, yeah. Not only, and like at level 10, they get the ability to also decide everyone else's dice roll.
Oh, shit.
So, Pepe Shaman OP. Blizzard, please nerf. So, you're on the 10th floor now.
Okay, let us low-key walk to the apartment.
Yeah, it's actually very close to the elevator, this apartment, and it's, of course, it is, the hallway is very, very white, very clean. It's like a linoleum floor with like linoleum tiles, actually. They're just sparkling clean. It smells a little bit of, like vinegar, because they use vinegar to clean these. Right, there's everything's very brightly illuminated. There's very soft, like, elevator music playing in the hallway, even though it wasn't playing in the elevator, which is kind of odd, but, you know, it's a thing.
Can you actually play the elevator music?
I mean, no, I don't,
Constantine, can you ask Papa what would be a quiet way to get into the apartment, please?
Okay, where did I put that precog? There it is.
So what exactly do you want to ask?
How do we get into the apartment quietly?
Jesus Christ.
Without raising an alarm.
Oh, by the way, Constantine, this is just a little bit of advice to you, but if you just take Boon Focus precog, your life will become so easy.
Basically, Papa appears to you, and he has a keycard in his hand, and he puts the keycard in the keycard slot of the door, and the door opens without making a sound.
But who has the keycard?
Papa had it all along.
Yep. Well, we're in.
No, you're not in. It's that that was a vision that you had.
We need to find a keycard.
The door is still closed. Like, this isn't make your magic Papa do everything. This is have your magic Papa tell you how to do everything.
Like what?
Here's my sugar maca daddy.
Yes, but where do we get the key card?
Wait, hold on. When we're in the van, what did he tell us to go to?
So the drone turns to you and says, "Well, I actually have a keycard."
You do.
That's so.
Yes, you can have it for 4,000 yen.
I should really have gotten that. What's that one ability that
No,
makes
I'm
you
just
turn
gonna
into smoke?
I'm just gonna look at the drone and say, you know that is exceedingly counterproductive. Yes.
I'm businessman.
You're actively hindering your own goals.
Yes, you
It's
are.
the-
I'm sure you can handle it even if I don't give you the keycard. You have
I mean-
demonstrated that you are very good.
How
Why
do
did
you?
I don't know why he's Jamaican, by the way. He's not Jamaican. He's African. Like, this is clearly...
Algerian.
No, he's like
I'm just
African.
gonna
African.
look at the drone. I'm just gonna look at the drone very carefully. I'm gonna ask him a simple question.
Does anybody know what that boon is? It makes you turn into like a
Mist?
spectral mist.
Is-
That would be insubstantial. It's impossible for us to have it until level 5, or with DM approval if you want to spend 7 feet points on it.
Okay, I can get that on. I can get that on my next entropy level up.
Yeah, that's level 5. That would be 12 XP, my dude.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a while. It's a while.
I squint and I look at the drone. How are we even going to get it to us? We're all the way up here.
No. The real question is, this is very important. Now look at the drone and say, is this a mission or is this a test?
No, it is definitely a mission. How would
Is
this be a
this-
test? I mean, of course I am testing how much I will pay you, but this is 100% a mission. You know, I'm just offering help in a situation in which you might need it.
If I dominate the door, will it open?
No, it's a door. It's not dude.
If I
Can
possess the door with a ghost and dominate it, will it open?
No, it's a door. It's not.
It's
It's
an
not. It's
electrical-
nothing organic about this door.
It's an electrical door.
It's not made out of wood?
No, it's not made out of wood. It's made out of a mixture of plastic and also metal.
But plastic is technically organic.
No, this is plastic made out of metal.
Do I see
We
any
have-
maintenance people?
Metal is organic.
Do I
Hey,
see any maintenance people walking about?
No, metal is literally an anorganic substance.
down
Like
a-
most metal, organic.
Then
Listen,
why can we digest it?
you can't. First of all, that's not what the word organic means. And also, I mean, individual elements are not organic or anorganic. They're of course organic or anorganic when they're in molecules. And of course, there are some. I mean, I think carbon is technically a metal on the periodic table,
No.
isn't it?
No,
Most
not a-
metals on the periodic table are.
No, it's not a gas, and it's between. It's the third thing.
Okay, it's the third thing. So listen, okay, so there can be metals in organic compounds, but organic compounds fundamentally are carbon compounds. I mean, plastic is a compound that has carbon in it, but it's not organic in the sense that it is a living thing. Or a dead thing. It's just not a thing.
But how do we know it's not alive?
Because
Hey, Donovan?
I know that it's not alive. That's how you know.
Is this Shadowrun lore that all plastic is dead?
Yes, it is Shadowrun law that all plastic is dead.
Why
Is-
can there be plastic ghost spirits of the garbage?
Because
Who
that's,
here
that, it's,
can
that's
summon-
not that's a completely different thing. It's not plastic spirit. That's like a decay spirit. It's like a toxic spirit.
Yeah,
Who here
plastic
can-
is toxic.
Who here can summon a spirit?
I can.
He can,
Can you
summon a
summon?
spirit. I mean, you could look out for a spirit. Maybe there are spirits here.
I don't know if they can open the door for us though. They can invade the TV and adopt and kidnap little girls, but I don't know if they can open doors.
Do you want to look for spirits?
Okay, sure. Astral gaze this shit, I guess.
Yeah, you actually see. There is in there, surprisingly enough, it's a quite powerful water supply system. So there is a water spirit running in the floor through the floor below you on the astral. You could be able to materialize it. You do, of course, see a number of security spirits outside of the building, circling it. Some of them, you feel the presence of their gaze upon you, but apparently they haven't seen any reason to mess with you at this point. Other than that, there is the faint residue of a spiritual presence in the vinegar that was used to clean this place, but the spirit is nowhere near here. Also, that would be a caustic spirit.
But wait, so you're telling me the vinegar was sentient?
No, but it is a thing in which spirits can reside. It's not sentient vinegar. Much like the water isn't sentient, but there is a water spirit there.
It's not gonna be able to help us open the door.
Who knows?
Did anyone bring any explosives?
So it's in the fire sprinklers too, then?
It's not in the fire sprinkler system. It's in the, where you shit and where you get your fresh water from. Those two separate systems.
Okay.
It's
No,
Let's try to summon the one that's a freshwater system.
You can reach out to it, certainly.
I'm just gonna look for a utility worker, and I'm gonna ask him, "Excuse me, sir, how do I open my door if,
I left my key at home.
I'm gonna deal with Constantine first. So, first, this spirit is not going to be too happy to see you on account of you're like a decay type person. You're like a necromancer.
I bring life back to things too, though.
Yeah, but that's like open to interpretation and shit, and that's not how this spirit interprets it. But you can reach out to this spirit and communicate with it.
Actually, I wonder, can Constantine actually see the shit that's following me in the astral at all times?
Yes.
He's just not responding. He's just
No, he's a very professional man.
I'm a professional?
Okay, I mean, Donovan can probably describe to you what exactly it is that follows him on the astral plane.
there's just low-key blood spirits, and the blood spirit, the big one, following me in the astral at all times. It's just there.
Yeah, I imagine I've seen it before, and I imagine that's why I think you're a vampire.
How do blood spirits equate to vampirism?
That's actually a good point. They definitely equate
On that scale, on what follows you around?
This is
That's
literally
a bloodthirst, man. That's disturbing.
I don't know what session this is, but
Also, I'd wager that there's been a big vampire problems in New Orleans, and in my family's journals, it's a collection of all the times they have to deal with bad spirits, that would alert me that you're a vampire.
No, but listen, but the spirit isn't a vampire symptom. The spirit is a blood mage symptom.
this is literally like day 372. They still don't know I'm a vampire.
Wait, you're a vampire!
I mean, they probably all have suspicions that...
Yeah,
I saw blood being pulled into a sack-like thing, but it was invisible.
Like basically, Constantine kind of knows.
And I know you're not a normal blood mage.
I mean, I'd imagine that I know because, like, I've dealt with corpses enough, and that you kind of have the same ghoul thing that those other guys did.
Prove it. Prove it.
I mean, it is kind of in your aura.
Yeah, man, like, I know dead people. I see dead people. I deal with them every day, and to be quite frank, you're a dead person.
It's actually, they're not undead per se, as you know.
Yeah, that's not how vampires work in Shadowrun.
I'm pretty sure they decay if they don't get blood.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're dead.
Yeah, but that's usually something that's tied only to, like, the dead.
They suffer from chronic essence loss.
Yeah, they don't even decay.
Which is that's usually something of the undead.
I don't lose essence, actually. I'm very well fed.
Yeah, but I mean, you lose essence. You're just very good at gaining.
Yeah, but like I
back
can
usually.
pick up on you having like an unnatural reserve of essence, kind of.
Yeah, and you're all very surprisingly tolerant because even Shadowrunners usually don't really like blood mages, but Then again, none of you have any fucking morals. So.
Hey, I have morals. I wanted him not to blow up half the freaking city.
Yeah, listen. If that's your moral event horizon, I don't want.
Also, I tried to stop them from killing Andy.
I don't want to say nothing, but you would have been in the trains and not in the back, but you would have been driving it.
No. Here's a party: a blood mage vampire, a necromancer, a murderer for hire, and a doctor with exceedingly questionable morality.
It's not a Hippocratic oath, it's a
They go
Hippocratic
to a bar.
suggestion.
They order rum.
This is the perfect alignment.
So I guess I just kind of asked the spirits, how you doing?
Papa. Ask Papa if you're the good guy.
I might eventually. I asked the spirit, how you doing?
The spirit, you feel like a big question mark, but he doesn't really understand your question.
Like, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Are you good? Are you bad? Or is it just the same because you're stuck in a pipe?
You do feel like he does transmit a feeling of imprisonment to you, but also he leaves the option of leaving open. It's a little bit as though he's hiding from something.
Where are you hiding from, buddy?
What he's sending you is something that you can't comprehend, but it's big.
Big, huh? Is he able to like specify some of the energy of it or no?
No.
It's big. And I just used precog, so that's on cooldown, I guess. So I can't ask Papa to take a look at what he's talking about.
I mean, that is what he's hiding from. That is why he's in this pipe.
Okay, so he's hiding from Papa.
No,
I spooked him.
No, he's hiding from something big. And that is why he's in this pipe. He could go out of this pipe, but he doesn't.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out what it is, and if Papa could be able to pick up on what he's trying to transmit more than I can, because it's beyond my comprehension. It would be beyond Papa's.
Yeah, but you already used precog, so
that's what I mean. It's on cooldown.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question. Am I able to see the spirit?
I mean, you're not a shaman, but you could see it. You could theoretically see like its aura, yeah, on the astral.
Am I able to influence the spirit?
No.
No, that's strictly a shaman thing. That's interesting. He's afraid of something big coming.
I can, but I need them to actually manifest, essentially.
Yeah. If you manifest, you could basically talk to them, or if they reach out to you. But like you're like a hermetic mage, you'd have a completely different skill set, basically.
Yeah.
If I manifest a spirit, will that piss off the guys outside or no?
Yes.
Probably, yeah. They probably would. I mean, Donovan, you probably your character probably knows how to manifest like elementals.
No. I manifest one very specific spirit type that I'm good at.
Yeah.
That's it.
But like in theory, magical theory and all that. But like he's like Constantine is the shaman who actually knows this shit.
Yeah, like there's one type of spirit that I'm very can summon relatively easily. That's about it.
Yeah.
Well, Constantine. I guess I don't think he's going to be able to tell me about key cards or anything unless I manifest him.
I don't think he's going to be able to tell you about key cards even if you manifest him.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to be able to slip under through the door and unlock it for us either.
I mean, it is a spirit and he is made of water.
That's what I mean though. Yeah, but if I summon him, I'm going to piss off the other ones.
That is true.
Shoot, I can't obscure that either because that'll just piss him off too. Man, I wish there was a way to block them from sensing me. Like an enclosed space.
Do you have access to darkness?
Yeah, but if they pick up on magic being used like that, wouldn't they freak out?
Is there another invisibility? I mean, I could allow you to use darkness to cast basically like a field where a magic doesn't isn't visible, basically.
Or just cast invisibility on yourself. That should work.
Yeah, but if I cast invisibility and I summon the spirit, they're going to see a spirit being summoned. That's going to freak them out.
Yeah, it would have to be like an area effect type deal.
That would be phantasm.
No, but I don't want him to
Phantasm
see
is
something.
more like
I want him to
hallucinate.
not see something.
Phantasm affects all senses.
You know, but I don't want him to see.
It only
I
affects
want him
all
to-
senses if you're
to
sufficient
not-
in
to
influence.
Not see something. That's why I say darkness. Darkness is more appropriate for this.
Okay. So if I cast darkness on the hall that prevents them from gazing in, they won't freak out.
Yes.
I can cast darkness then. Where is it? It's a boon. It should be in here.
It comes from entropy or influence.
Yeah, but I don't have it in my system for some reason. I used it not that long ago. Whatever.
It's
I'll
literally
just have to roll entropy.
influence. It's influence and entropy, whichever you prefer.
Okay, I guess I'll roll entropy to block out the hall there.
That
Yeah.
passes. That's rank 6.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, you feel like it's obscured. The area is obscured from the spirits.
All right, good. So I manifest the spirit itself.
Yeah, there is a sort of, it's the spirit takes a shape that is sort of familiar to you, so it does take a humanoid shape that seems to have dreadlocks, and also yes, it's not a very clear humanoid shape, but it does have like dreadlocks.
Tendrils?
Yeah, it's more like it's more like a mixture of tendrils and dreadlocks. You're not sure. It doesn't have any color. It's made of water that is swirling around. Yeah, and it's basically it's there now, physically in front of all of you.
All right, I asked the spirit if it can slip under the door to open it for us.
The spirit considers this, and you will actually have to impose your will on it.
Okay. So I roll will.
Yep.
I guess I don't get an advantage or anything because it's not my element.
Nope.
It's gonna suck.
No, you actually, the spirit is quite willing to help. You feel some reluctance in it, but it accepts your wish. And it basically it disappears. It becomes liquid. It slips through the door, and something inside happens, and then the door opens.
I thank the spirit, but also ask if it's able to. Now that it's in this form, can it clarify what it's afraid of?
The spirit transmits to you the same message and also indicates that it will leave now because it has done enough for you. You could try to counteract this.
No, I'm not going to stop it. I was just concerned for its well-being.
Yeah, no, this is the spirit. They have agendas that you don't understand. They don't have, like, they have like levels of morality and like understanding that they have a completely different view of the world.
Yeah, but if something's concerned about the nature of things, like, because as far as I know, for like water spirits, I imagine that they're pretty benevolent as far as spirits are concerned.
I mean, it depends on the individual water spirit, doesn't it?
Oh, I thought like they all had like an encompassing thought kind of thing.
I mean, sure, they have like few spirits are actually benevolent. I mean, they're not deliberately dicks to people. So that's probably like a benevolent thing. They live on the astral anyway, so.
All right, well, we're in now at least. I guess we go.
Yeah, you are standing in the hallway. I mean, you can see into the hallway of the apartment building, and you can hear from through a door ahead loud music.
Somebody's in here already.
Constantine, would you share with me a little bit of your power, please?
Hand-holding action, go! It's like Wonder Twins power activate. Form of a pool of blood.
Oh, it was not. No, unfortunately, it's not.
I can't hear anything that you're saying, Donovan.
It is not enough. An 18 does not pass.
What did you intend to do?
Visibility.
Go invisible.
Okay. By the way, everyone, he said invisibility. I know you can't hear him. We can't either.
The infinite tragedy of Donovan, who is either too loud or too quiet.
Yes, that is exactly the problem. No, you can't. There's no invisibility. The drone, by the way, just flies on ahead. He goes, this is excellent, but I don't understand. What is this music that I hear?
It means somebody's here, and we should be very quiet.
But you need to put the bugs in the whole apartment to collect blackmail material.
Let's take
Black
the little
mana?
Let's take the little bags and start putting. By the way, are these things waterproof?
Yeah, they're waterproof. I mean, probably. You don't know. It's like little bugs.
Okay.
It's okay. The floor is wet.
I would just ask the drone: are these things waterproof?
He there's a moment where he pauses, and then he goes, yeah.
Ah, good. So we can put them in places like behind the drainage. Perfect.
It's probably difficult to access them. So you know there's like this corridor, this hallway corridor.
Like places like, for example, the toilet bowl.
Oh, okay, yeah, you could put it there.
Yeah.
Like to your right is like a small area where you can hang your coats.
We won't be doing that, DM.
There's a closed door to this glass door actually, a little further ahead, which is like off to the side, so you can't see the entrance from it or it from the entrance. And further ahead is like there's another door that seems is a smaller door, which presumably leads to the bathroom.
I'll be right back. I just need to take care of my dogs.
Okay. This is the point where you do things.
Okay, let us slowly walk into the apartment and try to sneak about and see who's here, actually.
So what exactly do you do? Like see who's here?
Oh, that's a horrible stealth roll, my dude.
Yeah. Basically, you go forward and you stumble ahead, and you very sneakily try to peer into this room, and as you do, for some reason, you lose your balance. And you are now standing in the middle of this glass door window. And what you see, very interesting. To be honest, you kind of like it immediately. This is a sight that pleases your eyes. Basically, there is this elven dude. And he's wearing only underwear, and there's like at least 5 elven ladies who are not wearing anything, and there's also 3 young elven, more like boys than men, who are also there, and only one of them is actually still wearing underpants. And there's a lot of things on the desk, on the coffee table. None of which is coffee, all of which is drugs. Tempo, even. There's some tempo on there, which, considering the recent tempo wars, that's a big deal. And one of the girls looks at you through the mirror and she starts to scream.
Is this the individual we're supposed to track?
Yeah, the guy who's in the middle, the older elf, who has like a streak of grey hair, that's Pierre Delaporte. The guy who's in Toulouse right now.
Does Constantine know what the fuck just happened?
No, it's only Vladimir. And you do know that Vladimir just stumbled ahead and there's now a girl screaming.
I'm gonna state a very simple thing. I'm gonna draw my blood blade. I'm gonna look at all of them, and I'm gonna say quite with a single loud word, be quiet.
Because that always works.
And I shall spend 3 legend points on this to intimidate them even further.
To intimidate all of them?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Okay, first of all...
Not the Bane DM. The regular action, as in for them to be quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to require one hell of a roll. Shit, I can't incapacitate all of them. Can I modify my pumpkin gas to be an incapacitation grenade?
You and the fucking pumpkins, man!
They're 5 pumpkin grenades! I have them! I haven't used them once!
So, DM, that is a 44. Are the people quiet?
Yeah, they're all basically frozen in place, and especially Pierre de la Porte is like, what the fuck? What is, what?
Ask to join in.
And the drone pulls up to you and looks through this glass window and goes, well, isn't this interesting?
Is this what you wanted?
I like this, yes. I like this very much.
Okay. You're recording?
I'm surprised the stiff can even get a stiffy.
I'm guessing you're recording this, yes?
Of course, this is all required. I have to review your performance later.
I'm gonna look at the people. I'm gonna explain to them very
The
carefully.
glass door is still closed, by the way.
Yes, I'm gonna open the glass door. I'm gonna enter. I'm gonna explain very carefully. Hello. I'm an interested party from Masticorp, as you can probably guess. What all of you are going to proceed to do is what you were already doing. You shall do it to completion. You shall pretend that me and this drone are not here. If I see you falter, if I believe that you are not continuing as you would continue, I assure you, all of you will die. You understand this, yes?
So, all of these people, very scared, they'd nod.
They start crying and cuddling.
Like, basically, these people all now are no longer in the mood for sex and they start raping each other, basically.
Yes.
What? What did I walk back?
Yes. And we're gonna be... Yes, and all of it is gonna be on camera for the client. Yes. This is
some Japanese shit right here.
Yes,
This is...
yes.
How... Like, here's my question, right? How do you always manage it? Now we have, like, fucking almost 10 people who are just raping each other uncomfortably on camera. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Okay, that's Vlad. That's not me.
This is getting the job done. He wanted blackmail material. I'm gonna look at the others and I'm gonna explain. Continue what you're supposed to do. You have the bag. This is being taken care of right now.
So I'm not going to go into detail about what happens, but...
No, you have to go into detail.
No, please.
No,
Absolutely.
party. You're supposed to put the bugs in the rest of the apartment in as good a location as possible while I keep watch over this and make sure to be honest along with the drone. Is that understood?
We're gonna steal everything.
I swear to God, if you touch yourself, I am going to just... I'm going to wipe you out, man.
Trust me. My character does not need to touch himself.
That somehow does not make it better. It does the exact opposite of making it better, which is making it worse.
Krieg, you know my character by now. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
He is the worst.
No, he's not. He has very expensive taste.
He is the baddie. The baddest of the baddies. He is the big bad.
Yeah. Well, so as I said, I'm not going to go into detail about this because this is
Why not?
Because
don't make the DM. This is not my campaign. You don't need to. We're not going into these details.
Because this is fucked up and because this is being broadcast on YouTube.
That's
The
even better.
littlest boy cries for mommy.
And because
You're
this is
already-
literally 10 people being forced to have sex with each other on camera by a bloke who has a spear made of blood in his hand, so one of them can be blackmailed
Yes.
by ghouls.
Yes.
Constantine should offer some memory wipe drugs.
No. This is a thing. So I'm guessing that after we're done with that,
Yeah, the
gonna thank them
apartment
for
is perfectly bugged, and this drone says, very good, very good. Now,
yes.
we can hear everything you say in this apartment, Mr. Delaporte, and, well, I will expect a fruitful and very happy future business relationship.
Telling him that he's been bugged. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I can see why you're a zombie.
No, dude. We have so much blackmail on him that at this point is basically just a warning of don't even try to remove them.
Yeah.
It's like don't move apartments, don't try to remove them. Like we have you is what he's saying. And I guess that this is the point that we take our leave.
Yep. Yes, that is pretty much the point where you take our leave. Your leave. Everyone's leave. Just...
Okay, well.
Can we get a copy of the footage?
No.
No. This goes to the private property. This is blackmail material. The entire
Constantine is starting to think he should retire and just make rum for a living.
Yeah.
Dude, this mission actually ended up very well. We didn't kill.
Oh yes, it ended up great. Just fantastic.
It is true that you didn't kill anyone for it.
We have forced people to rape people.
I mean,
There is an argument about which is worse, rape or murder, and I'm not going to go into it.
in all fairness, these people are professionals. So probably the most uncomfortable person there was Mr. Pierre Delaporte himself.
These people
I'm just gonna say you can still rape someone after they're dead.
Now, I guess we go back to the client and we request the rest of our payment.
Yeah, basically, it's the moment you're in the van, he goes, You are good. I will award each of you 3,500 nuyen for the job.
Very well.
He's still a cheap
Yes.
bastard.
He is, but like honestly speaking, considering that this job was like unexpectedly, like we didn't need to kill anyone. There wasn't combat. It was just
So how much did I get paid?
was only rape. 3,500, and basically, there's for everyone, for each person.
That's in addition to what we got. At the
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an addition. Okay.
Yeah, it's an
So we got
5,500 in the end.
yeah.
Well, 500 for paid for the van, but I don't really care right now about that.
And yeah, basically, he doesn't even he just puts out cred sticks from the drone, and then the drone lands and turns off, and the final thing that he says is, "Do not come to the Lounge Royale for this. Our business relationship is over."
Fine by me.
Yeah, and that is this session, which once again has ended in a very fucked up way that happened.